Hello, this is Wolf Outdoor Review here. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the PCU or Protective Combat Uniform. And this is the level 5 jacket. This is the grandfather of the current ECWCS system level 5 and the other Marine Corps versions and whatever. So this, I think there might have been one older than this, because they had one that had Velcro top pouches here, kind of like the current system, and it had holes everywhere. But this is, yes, the PCU level 5. It's by Protective, Combat Uniform. This is more of the older version. I think the current system was put into place around 2005, maybe, if I remember correctly. So this would have been maybe a little bit older, 2000s, 1990-ish. I don't know. Something like that. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments. But anyway, this is an older system that's used for special forces and other various government entities and sports people alike. And it was, I think, developed by Natick Army Labs. But I thought I would do a review of all the features and stuff. If you want to see what the current issue stuff is, there's 2 videos, maybe more, on my channel about the ECWCS system level 5. I go over the measurements and all that. This is different than that. For better or for worse. There's some things I don't like, some things I do like. Let's start off with my information on this particular jacket, just so you're aware. I don't have a tag for the video, so this will just be the profile photo. I bought this on a blind sight unseen. They didn't even know what it was because there's no tag except Patagonia, so they just listed it as Patagonia jacket. I paid like $75, so it was a little expensive because I guess they kind of knew what they were selling. It's Patagonia, so let's put it out for $75 or whatever. But it wasn't nearly the $300 that it should be worth, so it was a win-lose. I don't have a tag to show you the information on it. I don't even know what size it is. I know it kind of fits me. It's kind of baggy. Eventually, I'll do videos where I put this stuff on and go over the features. But for now, it's just to lay down, do the measurements and all that. So, yeah, there's that. Okay. So, as you can see, starting out, I think this is a, what was it? Wolf gray or alpha gray color. It's hard to tell in camera, but yes, this is it looks like the ECWCS level 7 parka kind of color, which I think they just brought over from the system and kept it original somehow. So here's a level 7 jacket, comparing it. So colors are almost a match, maybe a little lighter on this one. So if you want have current issue equipment, it's essentially the color of the level 7 jacket. So this is, if it were to be, this would be extra above that. So I know some people wear these over the level 7, so in that case you'd have more pockets on the outside, supposedly, blah, blah, blah. But, I digress. This is kind of one of their, weird layers where it's more wind and snow and light rain protection, and at the cost of waterproofness. It can take some water. It's water repellent and soaks up sweat, and there's a lot of factors involving it. So it's kind of niche scenario and stuff. So that's enough about it. So let's go over the features. We have a interesting zipper where I think the let's see here. Yes, if I remember correctly, the level 5 ECWCS has a storm flap. This is an exposed zipper, unlike that one. So you do have the risk of water or whatever going through your zipper. The other one had a rank tab in the middle and name tape. This does not. So there's that. I don't think any of the other ones, unless you find an earlier generation, have the side zip. This is kind of like their current uniform. If you buy one of their OCP or ACU combat tops, they're like for body armor. They have this type of zipper. So this kind of incorporates different designs with that. So it's got that. It's got armpit zippers. It's got chest pockets that are substantially bigger than the ones in the current generation. I don't know why. I have a feeling they something to do with form fitting. You don't want to be able to stuff your entire backpack contents in here, but for what it's worth, I like this. You could stuff anything you could ever need, almost. You're not going to probably get away with your cell phone. I don't know. It just seems like you'd have to pad it very well, because if you put anything in here, it goes to the bottom and you run, it bounces around. So you'd have to sparingly put things in here, so that might be a drawback at the time. As for my personal drawbacks on this, from my experience on my personal one, like I said, didn't come with a tag, and a bunch of the zipper pulls are missing, and there's a little bit of wear and tear, a few holes in the material, and it's just a little bit pilly. But other than that, it's really nice. So let's go over it, and if you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them in the comments or email me at wolfoutdoorreview@gmail.com. And I can answer questions with photos. If you're like, can I get a photo of the zipper, I can send you one via email, because you can't really post photos on Google or on comments. So if you have a question, comment, or send an email. So, we'll start out with I don't guess it doesn't matter, but we'll do it anyway. We have the main zipper here. I'll give you a rough estimate. For my personal one, it's going to be different if you buy a large, long, or whatever, but it's 26.5 inches for zipper. And I think it's just the standard, whatever the gauge thing they use on it is for zipper size, because I know with the webbing you have an inch and a half webbing. So, but for its all intents and purposes, it's 1/4 of an inch in zipper, and they use ideal zippers. So it's not YKK, but it works. It doesn't have that. Certain military items have a bar that goes through here and it locks it if you don't pull up on it. This is just a standard zipper. And here's a good look. There's no waterproofing on the zipper things. Everything seems to be nylon-ish, and this doesn't even seem to feel like just level 5. This feels weird. It seems to be more non-stretchy, and it seems to be thinner quality, so it's definitely a difference in material. I don't know what I would use this for personally. You may be able to get away with some DWR coating if you want to buy one of these. Otherwise, I'm kind of regretful of my purchase a tiny bit. It's not worth the hype. You can buy these weird devil holding a bleeding heart on a trident company. I forget what company that is, but they make similar PCU style jackets out of better materials nowadays. So, you may think, ooh, it's True Spec or Rothco, which I would stay away from, but there are comparable high quality brands that make similar jackets to this. I don't know what your needs are. Some people are drawn to the military surplus side of things, others aren't. But I guess while we're here, they don't have on this armpit zipper. I guess we'll move on, actually, yeah. On the armpit zippers, you don't get ideal zipper pulls. You are stuck with fabric pieces of this weird paracord stuff. It's not paracord, it's probably half the diameter of normal paracord. You could get away with, if you don't have these, you could probably take the inner cords out of normal paracord and wrap them through. Maybe you could get away with full-size paracord. It's just the look. I'm going to end up replacing all of them with something similar. I don't like the material it's currently on here, so I'll probably go with some sage green or whatever color this is. They have the microcord. It's called paracord microcord, because I don't like seeing how thick and big the braiding is. That stuff's like human hair thickness, so it's really nice looking, and you can get it in any color you want. So that's what I'll end up replacing this with. And yeah, and then I'll probably either tie the new stuff off or make some sort of pull tab out of them. There's all sorts of things you can do, like, what is it? Heat shrink tubing, like the, there's a jacket that had something similar to that. Anyway, but you could put heat shrink tubing and whatever, but, so I'll end up replacing that. But yeah, so there's some reasons why this is so cheap. Maybe they knew what they were selling and this is rare, but it was in such bad shape that they couldn't sell it for what they wanted, because you can't prove the size. You have maybe chest measurements, but even then it could, okay, we know that the whole length is whatever, then you don't know if it's small or medium. I'll stop rambling, but remember, take all this with a grain of salt. I'm just giving you the measurements so you can think about it. I would assume, based on what I've put on before, this is a medium regular, maybe a large. Those are the two I can comfortably say that it is not as small. It's very big in the chest. So, yeah, this is, if you're 10.5 inches of total zipper, usable zipper, 10 inches exactly, because you have this bar in the way. So, of usable whole space for armpits. All right, moving on. Let's see here. This has, this has double reinforced elbows, 2 layers of the same material. It's not like inside's padded or it's a special material, which is interesting, because I think that, the level 7 parkas have a different material. This is like a corduroy, and then it's a puffy jacket. So it's the same material, just doubled up on the elbows. Then moving on to the wrist area, we have a, I guess, glove hook thing or something to like attach things. Like maybe if you have a gun or a flashlight, you could dummy cord it to here. Or, some sort of glove lanyard, like child thing, where you either go through and then up around your shoulders so you're connected, that like puppet, or just to this. But for our example, this is 3/4 of an inch of usable space, so you could do whatever you want with it. You have a little bit of give on the elasticity of the cuffs. Some of these jackets don't have any, and you're just expected to fold them over with buttons or whatever. It's nice to have some elasticity. You get more out of it. And then you have, I would assume most of these Velcros are across the board the same. Maybe not, but there's 2 inches of Velcro, hook side, and then 5 inches of loop side. And these are 1 inch Velcro strips. So there's that. You have reasonable, I guess I'll give you both fake arm dimensions. So if you're looking at generally perfect, you're not distoriating the circle, you've got about 3 inches. If you want exact things, you got about 5.5 inches of flat. So I'm sure you can find the circumference somehow with one of those 2 measurements. I know how to do it in theory, but not with garments, so we'll just assume for intents purposes that's the same on both sides. So we've already gone over the armpit zippers, the cuffs here. So now we'll move up to one of the only two pockets in the jacket, which that's the same for the level 5 as well. So for this, they have zipper side pockets. This is a weird thing because, I don't know, it feels like there's 3 or 4 layers between the Velcro. The Velcro is very stiff, so there's like, seems like this outer material was tripled up and then the Velcro is adhered to. So I guess maybe if you have unit patches, whatever, it would keep it rigid enough that you could put your hands in or whatever. So, and then this has a cool dummy cord thing here as well. I don't know if this is just extra zipper or whatever, but I think it was intentional to add, like, okay, I have a flashlight or ID card or whatever, you can dummy cord it here on your wrist, or I think maybe there's, if I remember correctly, there's one in here. Nope, I guess not. But, just better check to make sure so I don't give you bad information. Okay, yeah, no. So, yeah, you have 2 dummy cord locations on this. You could probably rig something up here. Either put your own in, or just, you don't need one, supposedly. So, yeah, there's that. Yeah. But, yeah, you got plenty of room to put your unit patches or whatever you have here. A lot of people like to do the IR American flags, because it's kind of a gray color with this. I've seen that a lot, if I see these. I think I've seen in person someone else wear this twice, maybe. I've seen 2 different examples of, like, the preppy people wearing these at just events I go to and stuff. So these are actually considered, like, fashionable. So I've seen people wearing these. Maybe military, may not be. So it's nice. It's something I see a lot of, and you can tell because it's very unique jacket look. And I don't know, I forget how to explain it. I think it's this arm patch thing that no other knockoff does the same cut and stuff. But, you know, so, alright, looking at this, we'll assume this is the same across the board. I could see them, even if they size up to small regular, extra large regular, I would assume these are the same. So you're looking at about 3 3/4, maybe different, but I don't know. And 5.5 inches of Velcro space. For all your fun patches or whatever. Zipper space may be different, but maybe not be. You're looking at of usable space, maybe 4 5/8 inches of usable space if you, because this zipper thing's in the way. Total zipper space without that, and I guess total pouch space is 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 inches of total pouch space, because this does go up past the zipper and down past the zipper. So, and then you have a little bit of room past the zipper here. So, wherever the thread is where the end of the pouch is. So, after that, you have 5 inches of usable pouch space, other than the Velcro. And then this is interesting because a lot of people, they go to here if they're going to do something, but this goes off of like a cargo pants where they want to be able to expand but keep it flat at the same time. So like here you have it sewn to the material, but then it has bellows in its design, and it has really nice, I hate those stupid molly pouches and their metal grommet drain holes. This is a embroidered drain hole. I think that wouldn't fall out. I've seen the boonie hats that the Army has, those eyelets come out, and then I've had 3 pairs of eyelets on my jungle boots, or, you know, standard tight tan boots. They come out because I do a lot of rock stuff, like walking around gravel and deep enough stuff that gets up to that level. So this is nice. I think if you need it, it'll work well. And then it goes around the side for the bellows, and then it tapers off again at the top. So you get an L-shaped amount of bellow that comes out. So there's that. I don't know the specifics on this, if they had IR technology. I think I read somewhere that they had advanced special stuff for like antimicrobial IR capabilities, and then camouflage and whatever. I can't prove or disprove any of that. It's just something to think about, that this was designed for use, I think, by both outdoor enthusiasts originally and then military. So it probably has some special materials and why they chose all this stuff. Obviously, if you're going to spend the government's money to make it, or whoever made it. You obviously get all your ducks in a row to do it. So, there's that. This is kind of a little bit lower than the other ones. I think most military things, jackets tend to keep this higher, actually. So, this kind of sits lower on your arm, almost at your, like, above your elbow crook, whereas this, normally it sits higher, right at your, in between your shoulder and elbow, right in the middle there. Seems to be way lower, which I might be mistaken, but from your neckline, you're looking at about 10 inches, and then you've got your 6 3/4 inches, and then that lowest point down to your wrist, you're looking at 7 1/4 inch. So, and here's that panel I was telling you about. So that's the doubled up section. I think it goes all the way around, but it's just at the elbow there. So that's the Velcro patch. A little fuzzy and not the best quality Velcro, but at the time it was probably pretty good. Alright, so we went over the arms. Alright, moving up to the neck. Here's all that it came with. So I could see why they were unsure. This says P5, or no, P8, whatever that means. Maybe that's the size guide in case you lose the other one. So P8, we've got theoretically another tie-off point or drying rack point or hook for hanging. And then we have Patagonia. That's how I was able to figure out what it is, because there are knockoffs, but it's Patagonia, so it's official. And you can see the unstitching there. You can see the fuzz too. That's where the original tag with size information would have been. This upper part of the zipper, this is the same thing, I think, as most U.S. military or level 5 things. That's the same. It is nice on this one. It has the fold over so you don't cut your lip on the jagged top part. And I like this, whatever this is. This is a special, I wish the whole jacket was made in this weird fabric. It's a little harder. I don't know. I like the color too. It's like, I guess, this material, the strap material. It's a nice, really heavy-duty, rugged design. Maybe waterproof, I don't know, but I think it's supposed to give the strength to the zipper area and maybe a little waterproof runoff protection. But here's that. Same thing here with the ideal zipper, and another one of the this is that annoying material because these knots come undone. So I'm gonna try to go for something a little thinner or go for something with more roundedness because it's hard to untie them and tie them if you need them back tied. So I'm going to switch that out. Try to go for one of the colors, like this. Same color here, maybe this color or this strap color for something. Or I can maybe get away with sage green or some really light green. So that's my goal with that. The hood's really nice. I like this way better than the stuff they have in the level 5s, because level 5s ECWCS system's the same material as the jacket, and that works. This is almost a parachute material. I like it a lot. So that's a huge plus with this jacket. I love the hood. This is my favorite hood design in the whole military systems. So coming out, you have this weird material. You can feel it feels wet. Or wetter, so it's like a sleeping bag material compared to the softer and drier feeling. Like, I don't know, shiny materials tend to feel wet to me. So this is a wetter, shinier, like pure nylon based thing versus this whatever cotton Gore-Tex material. So this hood rolls out. It's way more space saving than most of the hoods the military have out right now. And yet it still manages to fit everything that the current stuff has in, well, most of it. Doesn't have a helmet fit. It might, actually, I don't know. The level 7 jacket has a pull down, and I don't remember if the ECWCS level 5 does, but you can watch the video to find out. But it has bungee cords going all the way around the top part, and then normally I think stuff has something goes here so you can cinch it forward or around your face. This one has a sweat brow like a ball cap would sit at that height of your face, so you can fit this. So pull pressure down and pull pressure, I think, right above your or below your ears, so you get that really tight thing, and only your face is exposed and it's tight around it. So those are your two adjustments. You've got around from your chin area to your top of your head to the chin, and then right around either below or above your ears. So, and then you can see you can kind of see through the material compared to the jacket, which I don't think you can. No. So, it's a very thin material, and I can tell it's really high quality. I definitely would, I've touched a parachute at a surplus store. I'd definitely say it was a parachute type of material. Although it is a little thicker, like that parachute stuff is, you can see the ripstop material, so I don't know. I like the material, whatever it is, and it's one layer. There's no, the only doubling up is around the bungee material, and so there's that. They ended up going with, I think, the current, maybe this might be the current issue buckle system, ITW Nexus. I've seen this somewhere. Pause the video and check. Alright, I'm back. I have this. This was off my repair kit. So I guess it's not the same, but I don't know. There's different contractors that do different things. At the same time, here's the level 7 one. So these are almost identical. This might be an older one from the Woodland era of like Molly or whatever, but these two almost seem the same to me. Same. So maybe the level 7 is a pullover from this system where it actually worked. They feel and sound the same, and I don't think the only thing is maybe I should check the jacket actually down here. That would be the similar part. Okay, well, yeah, doesn't look like. Oh yeah, here we go. They did. The weird thing is for the thing they do a barrel lock, or don't they? Oh, they don't. Never mind. The bottom part, or do they? Huh. Oh yeah, they do. It's just through the material. So with this one, this goes through on the level 7. It goes through into your pocket before you do this adjustment. On this jacket, it does it on the outside bottom. So you could theoretically go up from your, like where your pants are, and go up and adjust versus inside the jacket. So I don't remember what the ECWC level 5 ECWCS system does. If you want to watch the video, you can figure it out. But yeah, so these barrel locks are similar to the current stuff, and then the I'd say that the elastic's the same. There's the elastic. Yeah, maybe a little bit different. Nope. I don't know. Seems a little bit bigger, so the elastic's pretty much the same as the current level 7. The only weird thing is inside the jacket, there's this weird foam thing they use as friction, which we'll go over that in a minute. But yeah, so when it comes to hardware, it's pretty much the same as the current stuff. These are really nice. I know that if you have a military modular sleep system, you know that those barrel locks that hold the black stuff sack are absolute garbage. They use 2 prongs that are supposed to, like, want to be down, but if it's down, it's completely closed. So you're putting pressure on them this way, and that opens it, so it always pushes back up. But whoever designed it didn't do too good of a job. They don't really work very well, so I like these better. So that's a win. The hood is really nice. I like it. Oh wait, huh? Yeah, I guess they could have done that. It's a little fraying. That's like I said. So you could hit this with a lighter, like my other video. There's a video on how to police your gear, but with this old of a jacket, I wouldn't want to. So, yeah. But yeah, I guess this. I didn't see this. I guess yeah, they have pulled stuff over. That's almost an identical thing to the jacket. So this whole concept's been pulled over directly. You know, you have to think that this jacket probably came out way before this. This is not a PCU system. This is produced way later by Primaloft and Wild Things. So totally different manufacturers, maybe the same schematics as the PCU Level 7. I don't know, but so there are modern components that are still used today on all the hardware, but the materials seems different. But yeah, I really like the hood. I've tried it. You can get a lot of versatility out of it, and you can really cinch it down around your neck. You have a Velcro support here, so you don't have that Velcro sticking you in the neck. So the inside also has a place to put your Velcro. I wish they would just put the fuzzy side. Well, I guess never mind. That wouldn't work very well because you'd have body armor and whatever. But yeah, fuzzy side's on the outside. The thing that goes over and clasps down's the rough side. So that's kind of a gripe because even with this, you still feel it on your neck. Because yeah, there's 3 different parts that hold it in. So 3 different spots in your neck that kind of itch if you're not careful. And then you got the hood. As you can see through it. I'll zoom in on that material. It's a weird material. I don't see any ripstop, but it definitely feels like parachute material. So I don't know. I've never seen this material before. You'd think you'd just be better off going with like a, I don't know, yeah, parachute material. But I like it. Like here's a good view of the stuff there. So yeah, here's that thing that goes around the sweat brow. Then there's that. So that is the hood. I don't know what I can go over about this. I don't know how I would do that. I guess I'll unzip this and I can give you at least the circumference part so you can make an educated guess on yourself of what you can use this for. So, opening wise, you're looking at about 19 inches flat. Pretending you have a helmet on or something, and around the sweat brow, you're looking at about maybe 12 inches if you want to keep the hood's natural shape. And then height-wise, you're looking at about, natural shape-wise, 11.5 inches. Or maybe 11, just to be safe. So, you can't really, I think I've tried, and you can get away with a Kevlar helmet a little bit. It's really tight, though. You can get away with that really easily with the level 7 jacket. So, it's kind of a restricted hood. You might not be able to get away with a bike helmet, or if you use it for commuting or whatever, you might have to put your helmet over it. But yeah, I like the hood. It's weird material. All this is nice material as well. What else? That's the inner part of the jacket. There's also, if you're trying to get rid of extra rope, you can't really pull this anywhere. This just hides somewhere in between 2 layers. If you want to get rid of extra slack after you tighten it down around your neck, you have to force it back into the hole. So that's a downside. But yeah. And then that's here. So they did, this here is technically 3 or 4 layers, because you have the original layer that goes through, then you have one on the outside, and then the fold-in layer that the hood rolls up in. So there's 3 layers the whole route, and this cord runs through 2 of the sealed layers. So you get a really nice neck, though. The neck's, I don't know. I will say that it's interesting, because, like, some of these, they really choke your neck out. So, but this, you get a little bit of breathability, but you don't want a neck, like, where someone's grabbed you and pulled you by the shirt, and then you have this really wide neck hole for snow and breeze to get in. So, it's relatively snug around your neck. It's not a turtleneck by any means, but a little wider than that. I'll put it on in a few minutes, go over what I can without doing a full-on standing-up video of, because if I do a stand-up video of all the pockets, you'll never see what's going on, so I have to do 2 different videos. So, but that's the upper neck part. All right, moving on to the innards of the jacket, you have a few cinch spots, a lot of fun stuff. Well, I'm thinking of it, this is that thing I was telling you about. So I guess if you want to adjust the pocket, or the billowing effect down by around your waist, it does this weird, alright, through the jacket, but then you'd think it would just adjust here, but it goes up. You have this weird emergency pull to stop the bus type of thing, and then it goes into the jacket, and you can adjust from there, but you have to do all your stuff down here, so you have to probably unzip your jacket, adjust here, reach in the jacket, and pull what you want tight. So, although you may be able to get away with, yeah, you can get away with pulling it out here, but if you want to cinch it up, you have to pull it inside. And yeah, so both sides have this same barrel lock as the neck, and it's currently issued on level 7, and I think most others. So there. So you get there's that. You get a weird zipper thing down here. It's like a meshed fabric to keep it straight. You'd only get one here, surprisingly. Ideal again. So, you only get one zipper. You don't get 2, like most military stuff, surprisingly. Most you can use as a cape. If you want, you take both zippers and go up, and then you can access your body armor and pockets, but you only get one zipper here, so you're out of luck if you want to zip up to free up the lower part of your jacket and make a cape or better access to a gun or whatever. So you only get one zipper to work with for the main zipper, which is funny because you get 2 for your armpit. So unless someone else took this off, that could make sense if it was missing one when I bought it. But it seems like only one. I don't know, though. So, yeah. But this has that thing I was telling you about. The current military stuff has. See, there's a bar in there you have to pull up before you can adjust. Otherwise, supposedly, if you seat it properly... Well, I don't know, but for some reason they have them in it. Maybe it's so if you don't... I don't know. Well, if it is, it's broken. But, yeah, supposedly there's a bar in there. See? Right there, above the zipper. So, supposedly I think it locks something up. I don't know. Maybe it's some cleaning thing. I don't know. But you only get one zipper. The whole system's ideal zipper brand. It's not YKK. Which maybe it didn't come out at the time, or I don't know. Most stuff uses YKK nowadays, even the military. But yeah, one zipper, you have to line it up good, or this does pop out if you're not careful. Since it doesn't have 2, you don't have one at the bottom keeping things secure, so you can kind of end up with something like that. And that's fun, because you don't want to throw up your settings, so you have to pull down, keep pressure there at an angle, then pull as hard as you can, make sure it's seated before you do that, so you don't end up with a rip. Yeah, so there's that for the main zipper. Here's that cool material I was telling you about. Again, that stiffener. That's only on one side. Oh, wait. Yep, only on one side. Then on the inner here, you have that annoying material. So that's, I guess, your rain collar. It's on the inside, though. Which I don't know if the military ones have this backing collar. But, alright, moving on. On the inside, you have a cinch point here. This is like this weird material I haven't seen on any other military stuff, but that cinches things right around your middle torso, a little bit lower than your armpit, and a little bit higher than your belly button. So right around that middle section, you have this, I guess, keeps it from blowing too far, so you get compartmentalization of your air pockets. Here's the zipper for the main pocket. You have two, and there's another thing where you have two. So I don't know if that's, I'm missing a zipper, but yeah, here we have two. So the armpits and the pockets have two zippers. So why wouldn't you put two on here so you could do your belt Superman cape? I don't know. Maybe that's quick access, or maybe that is the armpit. Oh, it is. Okay. Yeah. Then. Oh, you only get one on the pockets. Okay. So, yep, just one zipper on the pockets, two zipper options on the armpits, one pocket zipper on this shoulder pocket, two on the armpits, and then one on the center pocket. So, here's, that side. You got kind of this weird billow shape. So, this is where it goes. There's a sewing line in here, and then it cinches here, and that's right above the armpit zippers. So I guess maybe it is a little higher than I thought, so maybe armpit side area, but that kind of keeps it somewhat snug to you. I screwed up a little bit. I took the gamble and lost a little bit. This is kind of big on me. I could fit this over a level 7, so I guess if you want patches on your arms instead of a rank patch, you can put this over it. So a little unfortunate, but I guess some people like looser fitting jackets, so yeah. So there's that. Yes, if you have a size small and you're looking for a larger one, let me know. But yeah, so here's another thing missing as part of a zipper here. So there's a lot of these. A lot of them are missing. So all sorts of conditions. The other side's missing 2. This side's missing 1. This pockets has the one it had. This side has that's the main zipper. It has one. This side has its one. But yeah, armpits on that side are missing all of them. Armpits on this side are missing 1. So I'll have to replace them all just to be uniform. So that's that. Alright, so we have that cinch point I was telling you about. You have a huge pocket. This is way, way bigger than anything the level ECWCS system could dream of for pocket size. You could fit a shotgun in here. That's an exaggeration, but this is enormous compared to the tiny allotted hands warming size ones of the ECWCS. So, and this is a weird design. It's not cut like a square. You've got unrestricted pocket, and this is a nice breathable material too. So at its widest point, you have 11 inches by 16 3/4 inches of space, and then diagonally you're looking at I don't know where you would go from this, but about 15 inches of space diagonally of stuff you can use. So that's an enormous pocket. And then within the pocket, I think this, if I remember correctly, this might be double-walled. Nope. So this is just some weird material. You have to be careful if you use something sharp like a pocket knife in here, because this doesn't seem like the most secure. This is like a cotton t-shirt someone put holes in. It's not like that netting material that everything's made out of, like the pack lids. I like that material. Like if you have a Molly Tube large rucksack, that pack lid, it's made of a nylon. It looks like a fishing net, but tight knit. So this is a more fragile, but I guess it's softer and maybe it's better heat absorption or ventilation or something, but enormous zippers on both sides. We'll assume it's the same on the other side, measurement-wise, I could imagine. But here's that, yeah. So I guess I was wrong here. This should probably be equal here. But so that's how they can do their control over size things. So here's that cool material again. You can see how pronounced of a difference it is from this weird nylon material to this. And this isn't the same as the hood, surprisingly. This is something different. So there's like 4, 5, 6 different fabrics within this jacket. You've got this weird pocket design. You've got this restrictive elastic materials. There's 2. You've got this nylon webbing material. So that's 3. You've got this zipper material. It's a thicker cotton-based type thing. 4. You've got the actual jacket itself. 5. The hood. That's 6. And I'd consider the thread to be a different material entirely. That might be a all nylon-based thread. So there's 7 different materials. Oh, and then I don't know if you consider the barrel. So you've got, yeah, your elastics. That's 7 and 8. That's your static thing. So 8, and maybe the Velcro is different material. So got about 9 different materials in this jacket compared to the military, which tend to use nylon for the whole thing. So this is Patagonia. You get the Patagonia quality with it. I like the color. It's cool. Alpha gray or whatever. So that is the ECWCS level 7, or no, this is the PCU level 5 soft shell jacket. I don't know if they continue with the levels, but I guess you can get the equivalent of the ECWCS system in this, but the level 4 wind shirt and level 7 monster park are hard to find, so you are better off with the ECWCS system. You're going to pay less. If you get the ACU stuff, you're going to maybe max out at $1,000. With this, getting just the level 5 was hard. I had to pay $100 for the pants. This was $75, should have been $300. This is the most valued high demand item in the system for some reason. I guess I don't know. It looks cool. Everyone loves their soft shells. It's military. You can put patches on it. It's ahead of its time. But so that's kind of going over what the level 5 PCU system jacket is. If you want to see the comparison video, I might do one of those where we go over lay them side by side, or there's a way where you fold these, something where you zip it up and you do this, and then you lay the other one here, and then you can compare. But I could do that. I don't know. I might do that in the future, but so yeah, I think we've gone over most of the jacket functions. Here's that cinching thing. So I'm going to set up the camera in a different way and put it on, and then we'll go over a fit thing real quick. Show you how it fits sitting, of course. So yeah, here we go. I'll pause the video and set it up. Alright, I'm back. So I set up the camera differently now. I hope you can see me. There. I'll be in frame. Okay, cool. Alright, so here is the jacket. As you can see, it's a little bit big on me. Maybe it's a large. I could see it being a large. Smalls tend to run pretty tight to me, and you don't get much room underneath them. So, but it kind of fits. A little baggy around the arms as well, but neck tends to be pretty good. It's not a turtleneck, but I could fit my head through it, so you could pull it on like a pullover. So I wear a 7 1/4 inch hat, so we'll just go for that head circumference as the neck. So you get 7 1/4 circumference size, hat size neck hole for this personal one. You're zipped up. It's very baggy, but you know, I had a small, but lots of room in the pockets to do your stuff. Here's that adjustment in that bear lock. So you'd have to do all your adjustments here. You can either unzip it and do it, or flip this up and then make whatever adjustments you need, and then adjust from here. But you can get pretty tight with your wrists. I think I have pretty tight wrists. Oh yeah, we went over that. So, yep, there's that. Here's the hood. May be able to fit a helmet under it. Probably not. And you can adjust in the back. Cinch it down. Like, I think it tends to fall below my ears, but you can push it up. Now you have hearing. You can hear what's going on, but keep some protection on your head. Or you can pull it all the way out. And it just sits as a hood. You get a little bit of an overcast. You could probably put a ball cap on and still get that special, what is it called? Shelf that people like, where it has the combinations for a hat, continues out. So these pockets are pretty nice. It's unfortunate this size is so big. If it was tighter to my body, it might be nicer, but so you're not going to do this one-handed pretty well. You'd have to put a finger here to adjust it. Some of them are so tight around your biceps that you can just do everything one-handed, but this is pretty baggy for the whole thing. That might just be the size guide, but yep. So this this cinch thing ends up way below my armpit and above my belly button. So there's my belly button and armpit. So right there in the middle. Doesn't do too much because it's so baggy. I think that as long as you keep pulling it down and then cinch it, you might be able to stretch that material out if you, and then it ends up sitting like one of those ankle or below your butt style winter coats. So you could pull it down and then cinch it. Then you might be able to get rid of a lot of this, and then it form fits better. But here's your weird armpit material, which I guess actually it's not, surprisingly, or maybe it is. Oh, it is. Come on. So yeah, your double layer does hit right at the end of your elbow, so you can do your crawling and whatever. I wouldn't recommend wearing this like I am now. I just had a t-shirt on. There's a lot of metal rubbing against my arms, and yeah, it's kind of hot out, but doing this, it's like 75, 80 right now, so I'm kind of sweating, but this feels good, so that proves the ventilation works if you work at it. So if you're doing high strenuous activities, you can leave them closed so you can keep your muscles warm. If you're trying to cool off, you can do this and it will work. And then you've got your armpit zippers off to replace, but they hit right at the lower part of your armpit and go up. With this one, I'll take it off like this. Here's something I've been told you can do with these. You'll have to tie your arms behind your back once you do it, but you can make this a vest and then tie these arms behind their back. And then you can do it whatever, and then you just have a vest, essentially. And then if you, then either you tie the excess material behind your back, or like wrap it around your neck, or something. Then you get way more heat dumping from your arms. But that is the level 5 PCU jacket. Here's the inside. This may be better off anyway. If you get a bigger size, you could put a backpack on underneath it. That's something that Monster Parka tried to do. You could put an entire rucksack on in the parka, or day pack anyway. So sometimes you might want this form-fitting. I don't know. I prefer really tight because I can get a backpack cover. So, I hope I answered all your questions on the jacket. If you have any more, please leave a comment or send an email. I'll try to answer them. But that is the PCU Level 5 soft shell jacket. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to leave them. Like I said, feel free to subscribe, like, share, comment. Check out my other videos. I do measurement videos and review videos on pouches, backpacks, gloves, random pocket knives and flashlights and stuff. So I do a little bit of everything. I try to. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If I missed something you want to comment on, please leave a comment. That helps me and other viewers if you have experience with this or something. Email me if you have a smaller size and want to trade. And you're looking up size. If you have a small regular, let me know. Just send me an email at wolfoutdoorview@gmail.com if you're looking for a bigger size. Yeah. What else? Yeah, feel free to check out my other videos. I'm going to try to post some more videos for those of you who know my channel and watch all of them. I had a lot to do this summer, so now that summer's over, I'll have more time to post videos, so yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.